Greetings everyone, and Great here with another Advanced Wars by Web replay. As well on the south side is the Yellow Comet Von Bolt. We got TankTactician, which is very close to one of my old favorite first games I ever played, TankTix. As well on the north side is the, was this White Nova? Yep, White Nova Hawke. We got Julio Orochi. You're welcome. And let's get started. This is a standard Fog of War game. We got what, 3 bases map, pair of compounds off the side, 2 more compounds in the corners with airports as well. Also got some harbors here to harbor a grudge. Black boat here, so both players use our black boat to get to the island. And tank now deployed on the field as well. Recon. We got double recon this turn by Hawke, which the missile here does spot. Both players 2-star free missiles. Very unlikely going to be able to lock down your opponent's airport with that. It's more than 5 tiles away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the missile has to be on top of the shore tile. That's not going to happen. Tank, infantry, and infantry. This artillery may be used to displace this pipe scene from existence. Tank, infantry, and infantry. The missile does have good spotting over here. This tank should be able to get a good first shot to something in this region. Perhaps the capturing infantry squad right there. It hits one more open ground if at it. Probably best hit the captain squad. This infantry can follow up and finish it off. He does have a couple infantry units just nearby in general for it. Does not enjoy this capture there. Worried about any retaliation. Does not have a tank to support its retaliation, so I understand. Tank, recon, and infantry. Does get trapped there, hits the infantry unit that's capturing, and will finish it off. Tank, and infantry. Pipe scene has 55% health remaining. It does finish off there with the tank. And the missile does take out the battle copter. So the free missile did something. The missile does have self-spotting, so very nice. I was not paying close enough attention to that. So Hawke got Von Bolt got a pretty easy first kill there. That's actually probably really put Hawke in a bad mood with that. And putting the missile towards your opponent's side's airport side is not a bad idea because it helps provide you from fireport. But Hawke is moving around his missile. Does of course have recon spotting range. It can have self-spotting, which is very nice. Infantry, battlecopter, tank, and infantry. Does hit the pipe scene there. Tank, anti-air, and infantry. Teacup moving over to the left in order to pick up the mech likely. Making good progress on the right side as well. Does go for another battlecopter down south. That infantry twice. Does have the missile spotted, so knows to stay out of range of it. If that missile in the region, this battlecopter cannot push forward. At least not too far forward. Neo-tank infantry. Couple tanks here. Only one tank here for Hawke. So Von right side's doing quite well. Not to mention he has a tank over here as well. Von largely on defense over here, but has enough infantry to protect his stuff. The missile is being very well supported. Battlecopter is of course out of range, but it will prevent the battlecopter from pushing forward. He does have vision of the missile thanks to his recon. As his pipe seems not destroyed, there's no easy reinforcement path over here as well. Maybe a good idea for Pink to go for a rocket and put on top of this one of these 3 tiles there. There's also over here as well to start pushing around. Interrupts the capture. Mech is in range though. Infantry and Neo-tanks, so it looks like going for a chain of Neo-tanks. Bombbolt did save 10,000 funds last turn, and Hawke's at 23,000 income, so slight savings. He can go for a Neo-tank every single turn. The number of properties still despicably neutral in the map. Bombbolt is ahead by 2,000 income. Another mech there. Mech gets a good strike there. Finish off the tank. Trying to capture the property once again. And trying to flip some of these properties in the center. Very nice. ATR push way forward. Missile is exposed, so may just want to head down and just retreat away for now. Does get some good hits there. Hawke could launch a Black Storm if he so choose. Won't get much health regeneration. Looks like a tank and infantry unit there. Recon finishes off the infantry unit there. Neo-tank takes out the regular tank. And Volvo does have a medium tank down south, which can be very nice. And these Neo-tanks gotta be careful. An Ex Machina can lock them both down. Right hits on the left. Good shot in the battlecopter. Finish off the anti-air. And more mechs being pushed on forward. Got nice core tanks there. Artillery in position to provide some fire support to that Neo tank. Another medium tank, recon, and mechs. So it looks like he's largely relying on the medium tanks to deal with the Neo tanks. Black Storm, however, is almost available. Likely can be deployed out this turn. I think he's just trying to edge out enough for the Black Storm before it pushes forward. Yes, he is. It's the recon. Neo-tank now in range. And this is likely an Ex Machina target. Can Ex Machina strike both these Neo-tanks? No. But Ex Machina will likely strike right here. If he wants Ex Machina to strike right there, he should probably move or sack this 3 health infantry unit there. It struck both the Neo-tanks, didn't it? Let's see. 9,000, 7,000. Let's see. 9, 7. So that'll be 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So yeah, my offhand math suggests that's 21. This makes, of course, another 22 versus 222. So it looks like it did strike back here. So it was going to strike here regardless if this infantry was existed there or not. Does strike the Neo-tank there. Medium tank will get a first strike there as well, knocking down the 1 health. Mech will take it out. Another medium tank in range. Artillery is getting low on ammo. While that Ex Machina is not locked on his flank, which has mostly composed of infantry, the fact that it did strike, it could have struck right here and hit. No, never mind. This also does deny the valuable reinforcements from pushing his way forward, though they're safe, but there's going to be he's going to lose a lot of ground, a lot of stuff over here, to say the least. Bringing up this medium Neo-Tank a little bit could be quite nice. Help join into, say, the 7th health Neo-Tank. Does find the artillery piece. Battlecopter, tank, and infantry. 118 versus 118. Only difference is 600 funds. This black belt could push forward and try to get a repair on that infantry unit there, or could move over here to repair up the missile. Though I think a missile can be as low as 7 health, so one-shot battlecopters, so it's not really needed. Missile doesn't end its turn top of a city, but can always resupply other things in that region, or move up here to resupply stuff in this region. 2 Neo-Tanks pushing the way forward, or medium tanks, 1 Neo-Tank in range of quality. Interrupts that capture there. 24 of 23,000 income, so there's still 1 despicable neutral property. Oh no, it just needed a turn update since he captured a property. Both players have similar income, both players have similar value on the field. Composition is greatly different though. Try a couple more infantry there. Neo-Tank infantry and mech. Try and flip this property here. This property in turn has been flipped. Strikes the pipe seam quite nicely there. Medium tank will get a first or finish off that Neo tank. The artillery does manage to push, gets re-healed, rearmed, takes out the missile. Very nice. The missile is still very important. That will, I cast Couple Heroes 1 on every Thursday and Couple Heroes 2 every Tuesday or Wednesday. Mech infantry. Looks like save some funds there. Is there stealth bombers on this map? Stealth bombers and black bombers. Plus, you can always get a pipe runner. Takes the pipe seam there with the artillery in the auxiliary. Takes the missile in return. And the medium tank gets struck by the Neo tank. Both Neo tanks now in range of the artillery. Not to mention, this medium tank's also in range as well. Fumble did take some losses over here, but nothing too significant. Hawke ends turn of 138 versus 119, so he is behind, but he is in a good position. Finish off that Neo tank. Neo tank does fall back. Trying to capture that property. Battlecopter hits battlecopter. Now I do have now Black Wave available. Yes. Everything's Global League. I don't generally know if I do a live league game, but most time I just cast Global League. Bomber, mech, and recon. Black Storm deployed in the field. Next turn there's going to be a Ex Machina. 100 unit there does get displaced. Couple good picks here. This Neo tank's in range of this Neo tank, which is quite important. Good chance the Ex Machina will land right here. Very, very good chance. I don't think Hawke's paying close enough attention and playing around Ex Machina because it's going to land right there. It's going to be really bad. Von Bolt should move past, bring back the Teacup before it gets struck by the Ex Machina. He got hit by the Ex Machina. He should probably have looked at the map and say, hey, there's a good chance the Ex Machina will land there. I don't need the Teacopter there. Let me just pull it back before it gets nuked. Nope, not always. It seems actually a lot of stealth or fog war maps have the black bomb not banned. Mech does 0 damage there, just some percentage, great lesser than 10. A-tier infantry mech. And has 3,900 left. Bomber is pushed forward. Looks like Von Bolt's in pretty good position there. Though right now the valley's pretty still even. Player 2, always add the day-to-day funds for player 2. Assuming it's turns to the start rather than the end. Tank A-tier battlecopter and infantry. Oops. Knocked over an empty can. The train of mechs are advancing. Great shots there. Now the Neo tank blocks the path. Not to mention the regular infantry unit blocks the path there. Feels like Von Bolt is in excellent position right now. Got a Neo tank up north, but we've got a bomber, medium tanks. Even the artillery's been quite useful against them. Resupplies there, and push infantry forward. Mech, anti-air. Funny as well, I rarely ever see black bombs even if they are available in Global League. I think they're probably a bit more of a high funds unit as well, because in low funds, it's expensive. Black bomb costs 25,000. It does do quite a bit of damage in a massive radius, but it's actually hard to get that value in a Fog of War, even in a non-Fog of War Global League game that's not high funds. It's actually very situational, but I can more understand why players don't like to fight against it. That just shows up and explodes. It doesn't even walk away, like nothing ever happens. Mech, fighter, infantry. He got out the fighter to counter out the potential fire that may come out to counter the bomber. Does get trapped there. Battlecopter, anti-air, tank, and infantry. Von Bolt has 152,000 versus 113 of Hawks. Battlecopter spots the anti-air, which is quite important. And he's going to take time to strike the anti-air. He will, of course, have a bit of repairs. One thing the Hawk could do is pop his black wave to get its health up to 5. The bomber is down to 8 to get a bit more damage to it. Now these units are actually quite wounded there. I think this is actually a good time for a black wave. Maybe we'll just get a bit of power charge before that point, but still, this may be a black wave turn. Definitely at least a minimum sack the anti-air onto the bomber. Those some units there, does take out the recon. Fire push before, get some good damage there. Now he does not have an anti-air in the region to deal with the bomber nor the fighter. He's pretty close to a black storm. A lot of students are actually quite wounded. But he is running low on value, that's for sure. 163 versus potentially up to 115. There's a black storm. Got a decent amount of health regen on these units over here. Ex Machina's not too far away though. A good push down south. He will lose his battlecopter. Tank, and infantry. In turn 113, Von Bolt starts turn 112, so still pretty even. But next superpower is going to be Ex Machina, it's going to be more in favor towards Von Bolt. And also, I don't know where Ex Machina will land. Maybe right here? Maybe not so much anymore. Right here? Could strike right here. Yeah, I'm not sure where Ex Machina will actually land. He is actually... Hawke is running out of assets very quickly. Battlecopter, infantry, mech. Picks up the bomber. Medium tank. And mech. Fighter does fall back there. Not popping Ex Machina just yet. He will very likely strike right here. No Ex Machina just yet, which also prevents his opponent from grouping his forces. Recon, mech, battlecopter, and recon again. 21,000 versus 25,000, so income difference is not too high. Infantry. Recon, battlecopter. Recon. Battlecopter, infantry, recon again. So going for a very healthy number of recons. As long as the Ex Machina just looms in thread, does actually influence how Hawke is ending his turn, likely. Yep. Looks like human mechapede is still ongoing. Does get trapped there again. It's the mech there once again. Medium tank will strike the anti-air. And 1 health remaining, so it's basically interrupted. Well, basically stopped entirely, I should say. Does hit that tank there. Medium tank will strike the anti-air. In range of a mech shot now. Making good progress there. Mech does get shot there on the tank. Tank will fall up there. Tank will hit tank. And battlecopter strikes battlecopter. Mech does not take a shot at the medium tank. I probably would have done that. And Ex Machina shot will land right here, definitely. His opponent's just still not casting it and keeping this entire army back here. So Hawke is working with a lot smaller army because he's not popped Ex Machina. He's overreacting to it. He does get some good shots there. Looks to push his way forward. Ex Machina a very likely will strike right here. Nearly guaranteed. Hits the Neo tank. I have a feeling it's going to be Ex Machina next turn. Does hit the battlecopter there. Does finish him off. Fighter does finish battlecopter. Mech hits recon. Recon hits recon. And we have another Black Storm while the entirety of Ex Machina is castable. Maybe held on to the superpower for a little bit too long. Black Storm, of course. He has no reason to hold on to it unless he needs to get some health regen. Oh, let's see, I didn't see your comment. I can't remember if seeing the Black Bomb being used. I think I saw it once in Mang's tournament or something. Medium tank infantry. And Ex Machina has been summoned, struck right there. Did lock down his own infantry there. Probably struck right here. That's his own infantry unit as well. So pretty good lockdown. Medium tank infantry mech. Answer 132 versus 85. Neo tank infantry forward. And Hawke does go ahead and resign there. This is Grade saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.